Alright, and we are back. This is episode 34. I did change the settings a little bit. I went back and looked at the previous Let's Play, or the previous episode, and the voices did seem lower. I don't think they've always seemed that low, so I don't know why, but my voice seemed a lot higher in volume compared to theirs. So I'll probably go back when I edit that episode and make the Prothean voices in particular, just because they're very deep and hard to hear. I'll up the volume on those alone, which will be a little bit tedious, but worth it, I think. Um, and that'll make it a little easier to hear. And I did turn up the in-game volume for voices up by 20%, so hopefully that should balance things out. Because I want it to be so that you can hear me talking over like the gunfire and other sound effects, um, but that the both my voice and the voice of the characters in the game are easy to hear and understand at approximately the same volume level. Because I very rarely talk over the characters in the game unless I'm like trying to finish a thought really quickly. So even if they're both loud, they shouldn't really interfere. Let's see if he has anything else to say while we're here.
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still here.
So not really. I guess he missed all the good part where they were gone for 50,000 years. He slept through that. Alright, that's really cool though. So let's see. So do we have another Eden Prime mission then? We very well might. Let's take a look at it.
Do you ever feel awkward being the only Turian on the ship?
I don't know. Should I?
I just mean not having anyone else like you around.
Doesn't seem to bother Liara.
But she can eat their food.
I bet that's how Talia feels. Alright, what's over here?
I'm falling down tired.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Folding chair or something.
you wanted to do an interview. I totally forgot about you.
Commander, I'm doing a segment on the Gethquarian War. It should take maybe an hour. Can we talk in your cabin?
Yeah, okay. I did tell her I would do that, didn't I? Well, I didn't tell her. I told you guys, but... Alright. Oops, that is the elevator. How's my eel doing? He hasn't eaten the other fish. Very cool. Intercom.
Liara, you had something you wanted to discuss in my cabin?
Yes, I'll be right up.
Everyone wants to talk. What is this? Sad music?
Come on in.
Thank you. Could we sit? I've been thinking about the knowledge we gathered on the Reapers, and how easily it could be lost again. So, I put a plan in motion to preserve things for the future.
Always thinking ahead. That's why I like Liara. Our own version of Vigil.
What's this?
A record of the galaxy. Information on the Reapers, relays, different cultures, and blueprints of the Crucible. But there's one entry I wanted your opinion on.
Which one?
Your own. I'd be honored to have your input. How would you like history to remember you?
50,000 years is a long time for a computer to sit around.
Please, I was an archaeologist. I know what I'm doing.
That's true.
I'm encasing these records in time capsules and seeding copies on multiple planets. And while it's not foolproof, the VI I'm installing has every translation and linguistics program I could find.
So it's an information guide like Vigil on Ilos?
Yes, I've been preparing it for some time.
And it will be a privilege to guide the future discoverers of these records.
Oh,
Have you decided what you would like Dr. Tassoni to write in your entry, Commander?
it's cool. She's putting a copy of a glyph in there. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that hopefully we succeed, but if we don't, or even if we only partly succeed, or if something else destroys us, it'll be good to have a record. That'd be so cool to like her job to be a xenoarchaeologist. I think in a galaxy like this, that's what I'd like to do. I mean, there'd be many things I'd like to do, but that would be near or at the top of the list. That would definitely be cool. To learn about species entirely different than your own and to prepare for others to learn about yours. Yeah, just be honest.
Put down the truth. Good, bad. Don't leave anything out. Let history be the judge.
I'll give them the facts. Let me just delete all these breathless passages on your heroics.
You writing anything I can't live up to?
I can't help myself. You're a good friend, Shepard.
Nice to hear. What a asshole thing to say.
You've been there for me too, Liara.
No, I haven't.
Sure you
I
have.
wish I could have joined you back on Ilium.
You made up for it.
Well, I suppose I did just write your name in the stars.
That's pretty cool. It's kind of sobering in a way too. This idea that, you know, you kind of just, you have to assume you succeed. You have to keep being optimistic and hope for the best. Otherwise, this is all for nothing. But it's good to have a precaution just in case, because if we didn't, then everything the Protheans did was for nothing. So maybe if organics can get a little better and better with each cycle, eventually somebody will defeat the Reapers and end the cycle. Even if it's not us. Maybe one day I'll be the next, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. Javik? Yeah, I'll be the next Javik sitting in a pod, waking up 50,000 years from now. The last of my species. Trying to tell them what this era was like and help them achieve victory.
Trainer, can you send up Diana Allers? She wants to talk to me.
She's on her way, Commander.
I'm sure you've got a million questions.
I narrowed it down to 40. Let's see how you do with the top 10. Commander, the Quarians just fought a devastating war with the Geth. Now they're allies against the Reapers. But are the Quarians in any condition to fight a second war so soon?
Diana, the migrant fleet specializes in fighting synthetics. They retook their homeworld with very few casualties. What they've got in store for the Reapers, I can't even talk about. But it's gonna bring hope to billions.
Now here's a question from a Batarian on Omega. Commander Shepard, if the mass relays can be destroyed... So did I miss anything? Do you have any questions?
You gonna go file your story now?
Well, if you don't mind.
Go tell the galaxy we've got another fleet.
Aye aye, Commander.
That should improve morale. I bet if you don't have the reputation choices, then you get less points as well. Alright. So anybody else need to come up and talk to me? Guess that's it. Let's check our mail while we're here. Visiting the Citadel from Javik. Commander, I find this messaging system to be outdated and clumsy. I assume Specialist Trainer was joking when she said I had to type letters to form words. I wanted to visit the Citadel the next time we traveled there. In my lifetime, it had been captured by the Reapers. If you would like to join me, I will be in the area where the embassies are located. I believe this concept of galactic control shared among races is a lie. I mean, definitely different races have different levels of control, but it's not a lie. From Miranda. Meet in the Commons. Huh. So it seems to be her quest continuing as well. I definitely want to take Javik to the Citadel. But while we're here on Eden Prime, we might want to take care of this other mission first. So they did see there was, well, can we? Maybe we can't. Alright. I'm going to do a scan though. Nope, nothing came up. Alrighty. What are the planets called? I'm kind of interested in that. What do we name our system? Zion, Arcadia, Eden Prime. Is it Elysium here? Nirvana, and Xanadu. Yeah, that's cool. Where's Shambhala? It's like all the different human cultures' names for paradise or utopia. Huh. I approve. All right. So I guess is that it then? I know there's a second mission here, but I guess you can't start it yet. Getting them Cerberus intel. Not sure where we get them Cerberus intel, but okay. I guess we can head to the Citadel next, and yeah, we'll do those later. Because we have to do that to talk to Dr. Bryson anyway, and to talk to Arya to begin those two quests. So, although, do we want to do... Yeah, we can do Omega. We want to save the other one till after Thessia. Alright, let's head to the Citadel. Lots to do here, as always. So I'm really glad you can actually access multiple parts of the Citadel. Ah, okay. So this is, I don't actually know where I want to go. I might just go to the Alliance docks to play it safe. I guess you go to different areas for different DLC. So Dr. Bryson's lab and the personal apartment are the ones we're waiting for. So I guess we can go to Dock 42. Maybe that's where we meet Arya. If it's not that, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think this is Arya.
Are you Bray?
The great Commander Shepard. That meeting without my autograph book.
Save it. Just take me to Arya.
Follow me.
His voice is really deep too. Which is cool, but makes it hard to hear.
So where is she?
Always in style.
Shepard.
Arya. How dramatic.
There are too many eyes and ears in Purgatory.
I assume this is about retaking Omega?
This is about your war, Shepard. Cerberus controlling the Terminus system seriously bolsters their mobility. Since taking Omega, they've spread through the galaxy. Surely the Alliance has noticed.
Cut to the chase. What's your plan?
Kick them out. I've amassed a fleet of merc ships. We're going to punch through enemy lines and invade. Once we're on Omega, it's a ground war. That's why I want you. I only accept the best. The leader of the Cerberus occupation is General Oleg Petrovsky. He's the one who ousted me.
Don't know him.
The elusive man's top military strategist and best kept secret. But all you really need to know is that he's a merciless bastard.
Is it just me, or does, like... I'm really hoping that the sound slider doesn't just affect Shepard's voice, because that's kind of what it sounds like.
What's your intel on the occupation?
Petrovsky's army is massive and he's got Omega locked tight. The information stops there.
So you're winging it?
Not at all. There are secrets on Omega only I know. Secrets that will provide us a foothold. I can tell you this. Petrovsky's invasion was precise and ruthless. He'll stop at nothing to win.
Sounds familiar.
Shepard, I know my reputation. I know I'm hated. I ruled Omega with an iron fist. But the people were free. Their lives were theirs. I preserved that. This man took all that away, and he is going to pay. When Omega is mine again, I'll give you everything. I've got ships, mercs, Ezo, all yours for the war.
What's the catch?
I have objections to some of the company you keep. So you'll have to leave the Normandy and its crew behind.
My crew are professionals.
Let's just say, I want you all to myself.
I did see that there were temporary squad mates with this mission. So that'll make things a little
Bree will
tougher, but
provide
interesting.
coordinates to my fleet. Oh, and while we're still in the Citadel, please be discreet.
The fleet is hidden in this system. Signal me when you're on your way. Ari and I will meet you on the command ship. Can't wait to see what all the fuss is about.
Alright. Well, we did that. Let's dock again. And this time... Oh, there's Arlia's fleet. But, right to the Alliance docks. Like I said, we're going to save the other two.
Dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'd like to go to the embassies, because I'm really curious to talk to...
Yes, Commander.
What's his name? Javik. Keep wanting to call him, like, Vigil, or something that starts with a V. Where is he?
No, I know what I said. Divert forces to the new coordinates. Trust me.
I have excellent news. Your daughter's paperwork has been processed.
I think he said he'd be at the embassies, didn't he? Yet I don't see him here. Embassy offices. Alright. I guess we can talk to that Elcor again, too, while we're here.
We got your people off to Kuna, Ambassador.
Utterly sincere. Thank you for your assistance, Commander. This is not a debt we can repay.
Were you able to evacuate any civilians?
Yes.
How many?
Not enough.
So it says that he's around here somewhere. But where? You'd think a Prothean would stand out. I wonder what the other people think of him, too. Just, like, they're... Unlike, like, Star Wars or Star Trek, there really aren't a lot of exotic species. Oh, there he is. Around. Like, pretty much everybody is one of the same 5 or 6 species, with a couple more on occasion. You have the 4 council races. Every once in a while you'll have a Quarian or a Krogan, a Volus, an Elcor, a Hanar, or a Batarian. And I'm forgetting 1 or 2 more, I think. But, yeah, seeing something that's not one of those 10 or 11, that's gotta be unusual. Drell. How about Drell?
Hell of a view, isn't it?
During our war, this place became a myth to my people. A dream glimpsed only in the memory shards. The Citadel was both the heart of our civilization and its demise.
The Reapers hit here first, didn't they?
No one I knew had ever seen the Citadel. To be here now, I don't know what to think.
Yeah, that's right. That makes sense, because that's how they knew, that the Citadel was a relay. They saw it and experienced it, and they weren't going to let the same thing happen to us that happened to them. That definitely gave us a huge advantage in the war, and was a really clever plot for the first game, stopping the Reapers from coming through this way, so they had to come from the outsides and take systems one by one. And if it's the heart of the civilization, then when that falls, it makes it so much easier for the rest to crumble as well. I don't know which choice to choose here. It is only a start, but it was a victory too. Like the fact that the Prothean plan worked, that we did find the beacon. Well, I guess we weren't really supposed to find the beacon, but we did. We stopped Saren from undoing what their plan worked. They disrupted the signal, and Sovereign couldn't signal his people through. But Saren almost undid that, but luckily I stopped Saren. That was my role in it all. So it was definitely a victory for both the Protheans and for us.
It might not seem like much, Prothean is standing on the Citadel, alive. That's a victory in itself.
Perhaps. When things were at their darkest, we used to tell stories, imagining the wonders of this place. The seat of our empire. The power to sway worlds. The galaxy belonged to us.
Nowadays, a lot of races have embassies here.
It's true then. You share power with the rest?
It's not perfect, but it's kept the peace. Most of the time.
Oh wow.
Pardon me. This one has been listening. This one suspects you are a Prothean.
The Enkindlers.
Ehana, I remember your kind when you were still minnows in the ocean.
This one is unworthy. This one has seen the face of an Enkindler.
They consider your kind to be their gods.
A pity we did not teach them to speak better.
You're really a Prothean?
I am.
But if you lost the last war, what hope do we have?
Learn from their mistakes.
There may be no hope. The Reapers killed trillions in my cycle. The odds of being among the living are remote. If you are lucky, they will destroy you outright. You will avoid the fate of becoming a husk. If you cannot fight, do not let them capture you. Death is a better outcome.
Can I amend that?
We'll never win this.
That could have gone better.
I assume they wanted to hear the truth.
Not quite like that. Sometimes a little lie doesn't hurt.
This cycle has strange ideas about war. I will meet you back on the Normandy, Commander.
I looked it up too. He actually doesn't do the Rakata voices. I thought they did some kind of similar, but nope. He's a more recent voice actor. Alright, anything else to do? I know there's other stuff to do here on the Citadel. What's this? Don't know where to find that. That's the DLC. We haven't found that yet. Don't want to do that. Alright, guess that's about all there is to do on the Citadel, actually. No, I guess not. I guess it was just him. Alright.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
Wait, Miranda wanted to meet, didn't she?
Area tagged of interest to you. One
I
moment.
think she said at the Commons. Let's see. I wish I had a mail terminal here.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Oh, Miranda. I might have to look this up if I don't find her in a minute or two. But hopefully we'll find. I think the cafe. Didn't you say the cafe? That sounds familiar. Don't see her there. I guess we're not trying to hide the fact there's a living Prothean.
Her name is Tasha Foray. Of course.
Maybe that'll be a good story to give people hope. We can learn from the mistakes of the past and do better this time. Hell, we already are. Hey, Liara.
Hello, Shepard.
Just admiring the view. Alright. Give me 10 seconds and I will look up Miranda. And we will see what she wants to speak to us. Meet at Docking Bay. D20. No, we already did that one. Meet her in a private room on the Citadel. In the Presidium Commons. Alright. And apparently, if you don't read the dossier on Kai Lang from Admiral Anderson and tell her about him, she gets killed by him. So I'm glad I did that. That's one of those random acts of violence that you really can't predict. Which I guess makes the game more realistic, but still, it's also like, what if... I'd be really sad if she did die, and I wouldn't really know what I could have done to save her. But I guess all's well that ends well. So, let's see. Aha. Maybe it's here.
This about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
Last time I trusted a high-level Cerberus person. Although I never really trusted the Elusive Man, but I guess I did take a gamble that didn't pay off by giving him the collector base. But, guess I'll take another gamble on her and hope she's... Yeah, I believe that she's being hunted, so... Yeah.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess?
Oh no.
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The Elusive Man stopped me.
That was part of the, one of the first cutscenes in the game. Interesting that she's telling me this, though.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
I've never had to deal with that many black boxes on a project. I felt blind.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
That is an interesting comparison.
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have changed me in 1,000 different ways, but you didn't. I don't know how, but you brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
Oh, that... I do appreciate her saying that, then. That is interesting how she realized the hypocrisy of her views. It also must be really weird, too, knowing that your entire DNA, who you are, biologically at least, was determined by another person. That you really are a creation of that person, not just as a child is, but as a genetically engineered. That has to have been, I don't know, that is kind of, that's gotta feel strange.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually don't. But this was important.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
Hopefully a few. Alright, that was cool. So we met with Miranda. We met with Miranda. Sorry, it's getting a little sleepy again. But that probably is all we need to do here on the Citadel, right? So we have the Omega thing, the main quest, fetch quest. I don't know what to do for this one. 2 more fetch quests, it looks like. Alright. So, I think what we're going to do is another one of these Final Few Minutes of the Episode things where we go through and find these little fetch quest things. So, if you don't want to see that, if you find it boring and want to just move on to the next episode of the main quest, or in this case we'll probably do Taking Back Omega next, go ahead and fast forward here. Otherwise, stay tuned. I am going to start by looking up the Cerberus Ciphers mission and see if there's anything I can do for that on the Citadel. Here we go. We can't get those yet, apparently. It comes after Thessia. How about the Cancliosaur fossil? It sounds like a dinosaur, but it's probably not. Alright, the Argus Rho cluster. What about Eden Prime resistance movement? Let's look at that. Actually, okay, it looks like you can't do this one yet either, the Eden Prime resistance movement. What about the Prothean sphere? Let me see what our completed missions are. Alright. Wait, no, okay, we already did Priority Eden Prime. Alright, for a second there I was thinking Priority Eden Prime, because priority means part of the main quest. So it was weird they called it that. So maybe we can do the Warn the People thing. Alright. I guess you can't do it. Yeah. If you do, you have to do it before you leave. If you do not, the mission remains uncompleted in Shepard's journal. And additional updates to Eden Prime support War Asset unobtainable, as you can never return to Eden Prime once you open the Prothean artifact. Alright. So we can't do that one. It's a dead quest. Let's move on to the Prothean Sphere then. For a second there, I thought you actually were going to visit it again as part of the main quest, but nope. You don't. Alright. So we can access that from somewhere else. Alright. Let's go back to the Normandy then and get to our galaxy map.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
And then we'll start flying around the galaxy and picking up these. I think there's just 2 artifacts we need. We won't turn them in yet though, because we'll be back at the Citadel at some point.
Yes, Sergeant.
Those 2 talk a lot.
No, Sergeant.
Oh, sounds like she's getting that transfer request. Alright. So, let's see. First, we need to go to the Hades Nexus. So where is the Hades Nexus? Over here, I think, right? That's Hades Gamma. Hades Nexus. Alright. And it is in Gelhimnon. which is in the Shield system. So over here. Oh, only one planet.
I found something.
Ah, it was the first place human explorers discovered a dedicated Prothean burial ground. Mining teams were looting grave sites searching for Ezo. Huh. Armed conflicts between miners and scientists, it said. There's the artifact we needed. Very nice. And there was one more we need to find before we end the episode. Can't do that one. These two are the bonus quests. That's the main one. Just did that. The Cacalor fossil. Or we can't do that one yet, we said, right? How about the Cerberus ciphers? Which one can we do? Maybe we could do the Cacalor. Cacliosaur. Alright. Yep. So we need to go to the Argus Row Cluster. It's the other one we can't do until after we do Thessia. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Hopefully there's a fuel station here. There is not. Drats. Maybe at our destination then. Let's see. Argus Row I know I've seen. I think it's over here somewhere. Beta. There it is. I'm kind of getting a feel for the galaxy. It's taken me long enough, but we're getting a general sense of where things are. And let's see what planet it's on. The Phoenix system. Which is over here. We are going to be pushing the fuel fin though. Maybe we can scan some places for fuel. What is this? Pinnacle Station. That sounds really familiar. The asteroid-based Pinnacle Station was originally constructed by the Turians to function... Oh, this is the, yeah, that was the planet we went to. Right, the moon, maybe? Oh no, it was, Pinnacle Station is the DLC for the first game I never did. Apparently it was not very well received. Yeah, combat simulator. Alright, cool that it's still here though. Alright. Reapers are coming. Lots of Reapers. Whoop. Hurry, hurry! We could look at the name of the planet. So we're probably gonna have to be quick about this. And grab some fuel. Let's escape and save. Can we escape? Probably not. Investigate. Let's get some fuel out of this. Nice, lots of fuel. And then make a dash for the edge of the system and make the jump. Yay. Now we have plenty of fuel to get back to the master relay, 'cause I don't think we would have made it otherwise. Nope, looks like we would not have. Alright, we can scan here though while we're here.
I found something.
What do we find? Alright. So basically we're going to make the jump to light speed, and then we're going to go to the Citadel. Hey, another war asset, the Haptic Optics Relay. Cool. Uh-oh. Was that Vermeer? No. What's here? Just fuel. Alright. To the mass relay. Run! Made it. Alright, back to the Citadel. Alright, I'm going to escape though now. We're going to save the game, and when we come back, we will help Arya take back Omega. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. I'll see you in a few minutes.